Hello, this is Dan Alford with Arc Specialties. We're out in the shop with John Torres.
Hello, this is John.
Hey, so this demo you did for me today is too cool. Can you explain what we're doing and how we're doing it?
Yeah, so you basically came to me saying that you had a project from a client that they basically wanted to weld all these
Clips, they call them.
clips. And what are these clips specifically for? For leveling?
Yeah, they're
naval
for
care?
leveling, but the problem is all the clips, and they're intentionally designed so they will compensate for variations in height, and so that means all the wells are at different places, and there are thousands of them.
Yeah, there was a lot of them. So we got a small sample that we were able to put in the table. What we wanted to do was basically we had a relative idea of where the part was. We just don't know how it's oriented or where to start. So we basically added what was kind of a finding feature where we would get 2 points because with 2 points you get a straight line, and with that line you have your orientation. From there we're kind of able to figure out where we're about to start. So that's why we have a searching feature where we go to 2 points and then go all the way back to the very beginning to find our actual start.
Because when you're MIG welding, the rule of thumb is you have to know where the joint is within 2 wire diameters, and you're running an 035 wire, so we need to know within 70 thousandths, and you've intentionally set this up so you could be 10 times or 100 times that much.
Yeah. And this system is built to just keep going and keep searching once you have your starting point. So it'll just keep going if you put it on a track for the 1,000 welds you need.
So what we see on the video is you got the red line, that's the 2-dimensional laser, and you're using that to find the intersection of the vertical part and the lower part, and also not just the position of it, but the beginning and the ends, right?
Yeah, so we basically find the seams because we know with the laser we can recognize that profile. So when we're scanning, we're looking for those profiles specifically. Once we have them, we find them with the laser, we're able to figure out with the robot kind of where we're at. So we were able to collect points. And so that's essentially what I did with the laser, is just try to collect 2 points.
Yeah, 2 points to find a line. This is a perfect project because A, it's mild steel. I like that. It's partial penetration. It's a lap joint, which is one of the easiest. The challenge on this is not the welding, it's finding the grooves. And so I see from your video, you demonstrated that you can find and then track, but then to prove it, you moved the part, you lifted it up and rotated it, and then had to go and reacquire all these positions all over again.
Yeah, if you don't know much about robotics, then a lot of the programming is really just taught points. So once you move anything in real life, well, the robot itself has no idea.
So if we had thousands of welds, you'd have to teach 2 points times thousands, and that simply makes this thing impractical in the real world. But using your seam finding technology, all of a sudden we're going to be able to do this full auto.
Yep, that's correct.
And then you're actually running the parts. You're actually making the welds afterwards.
Yes, and we're immediately welding after we find everything.
And the welds look pretty good.
Yep, that's what Arc Specialty does.
Excellent job. Thanks for your work.
Thank you. Arc Specialties thrives on problems. Send us yours.